Hey, stop. Guys, don't move.
Where the hell did it go?
If you're a fan of creature features and suspenseful survival horror, then you'll want to stick around for this deep dive into one of the most unexpected sequels in recent years, Crocodilo 2. After the cult success of the first film, which blended primal fear with raw wilderness horror, Crocodilo 2 has returned to amp up everything we loved about the original, this time with more tension, more action, and yes, more terrifying crocodile encounters. The story picks up a few years after the events of the first movie, in a different region, but with the same swampy dread that made the first film unforgettable. While the first Crocodilo film leaned heavily on isolation and psychological terror, this sequel leans further into the survival action genre, creating a relentless pace that keeps viewers glued to the screen. This time, the story centers on a group of eco-researchers who travel deep into a restricted nature reserve to study the effects of climate change on the local ecosystem. What they don't know is that they're venturing into territory fiercely guarded by a massive crocodile that's not only survived but evolved. From the very first scene, Crocodilo 2 doesn't waste time establishing tension. A mysterious disappearance sets the tone, followed by glimpses of something massive lurking beneath murky waters. The audience is quickly introduced to the new cast, which includes a rugged herpetologist with a dark past, a wildlife filmmaker looking for a comeback, and a local guide whose family has terrifying stories about the demon crocodile that haunts the swamp. Each character brings their own baggage into this unforgiving environment, and as the group dynamics evolve, so does the sense of impending doom. One of the biggest strengths of Crocodilo 2 is how it builds on the mythos of the creature. Instead of merely presenting it as a natural predator, this sequel dives deeper into the lore, suggesting that this crocodile has not only adapted, but become something of a legend among nearby communities. The script cleverly mixes local superstition with scientific curiosity, creating a clash between belief and reason. This tension adds a new layer of depth to the plot and keeps the audience wondering whether they're witnessing a freak of nature or something more supernatural. Visually, the film is stunning. The cinematography uses natural light and shadow brilliantly, especially during night sequences where visibility drops and the sense of claustrophobia rises. Swamp fog, stormy skies, and dense vegetation create a setting that feels both beautiful and menacing. The crocodile itself is more terrifying than ever. Using a combination of animatronics and CGI, the creature looks incredibly realistic. It moves with a sense of weight and menace that makes every encounter nail-biting. Whether it's a subtle ripple in the water or a full-blown attack scene, the creature is always a looming presence. As far as performances go, the cast delivers across the board. The lead actor portraying the herpetologist brings emotional depth and a sense of quiet urgency to his role. He's not just fighting a monster, he's dealing with inner demons, making his journey one of personal redemption. The pacing of the film is another highlight. Crocodilo 2 doesn't drag or get bogged down with unnecessary exposition. It trusts the audience to keep up, which results in a faster, more gripping viewing experience. The second act, in particular, ratchets up the tension with a series of close calls and unexpected character decisions. And when the third act hits, it's a full-throttle survival scenario with explosions, chases, and a final showdown that delivers exactly what fans of the genre are craving. Sound design also plays a critical role in the experience. Every rustle, splash, and guttural roar is designed to keep your nerves on edge. The soundtrack is sparse but effective, often stepping back to let the ambient sounds of the swamp chirping insects, distant thunder, and water lapping at boat hulls do the work of building suspense. This minimalism works in favor of the film, letting the natural setting and the looming threat of the creature speak for themselves. Although Crocodilo 2 ups the action, it doesn't lose sight of the environmental themes that anchored the first film. There's a subtle commentary on ecological imbalance, human intrusion, and the unpredictable consequences of disturbing nature.